one of the unique things about this podcast that I think will be for me is the solo episodes, because I'm naturally an introvert. You know, I'm very reflective. I'm very observant. And I'm also, you know, just very aware and honest with myself in terms of where I feel I need to be better, you know, also in terms of just being critical, challenging myself to not make the same mistakes. And so, funny enough, my wife knows this, as she has caught me many a times just talking to myself out loud, you know, whether that be taking a in the shower, in the kitchen, messing around, whether that be cooking, cleaning. Yeah, I do it all. It's 2022. Gotta be in that kitchen too, man. I'm gonna be quite frank. If a can't do nothing in the kitchen, he's kind of worthless. But we gonna get back to the topic at hand here. When it comes to just being open, that's something that, you know, when we talk about superpowers, you know, I know that that's one of mine. I have no shame in what I've had to experience to get to this point. I see it as a privilege to share that with as many people as I possibly can, and, you know, hopefully give them something to use to improve one of those things that I mentioned earlier, you know, one of the 5 F's. And so I'm really big on family, very important to me. I'm also really big on friendships, and we'll talk more about like what that means, because I think we all have different perceptions on what it means to call someone a friend, different definitions. I think as it relates to our finances, these are just the realities being in America. We are all impacted by them. And so I want to have conversations that ultimately help us improve our family and our friendships and our finances, while also putting us in position to really have the freedom to do what we find pleasurable. And I don't mean that in like some silly, freaky way. Like, we're here. Time is precious. How are you using your time? Are you spending it stressing? Are you spending it with anxiety? Just, you know, are you in a place where you're not enjoying yourself day over day? I can't imagine what that would feel like. And so, you know, I would hope that we build a community that for that person, you know, we can give them something to help them exercise their freedom and help us all have a better future. And that's what this thing is really all about. And through growing, traveling, just having different experiences, once you start to tap into other perspectives, that's when stuff really starts to change for you. And so I want to leverage this platform as a resource of perspective, a safe space where it's not about being right or wrong. I often say it's like 1,000 rights, 1,000 wrongs. It's all about perspective. And I think the more perspective we have, the more accepting we can be, and the more willing, or I would say we would have a stronger ability to enjoy each other's company. And again, we're in the time now where if we have a difference of opinion, we're probably not kicking it, right? If you voted for Trump in the election, a lot of people, they're like, man, not only am I not going to be your friend, I'm going to unfriend you on social media, which is something completely different. But this is the reality of where we are. So with this podcast, man, I really hope that it helps shine light on the diversity of thought within our community and why it's important to embrace thoughts and opinions that are on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Even if you don't agree, you know, we still have to see the humanity in those other people and not allow these silly opinions to pull us further apart than what we already are. I think I'm gonna close out right there. Again, this is the first night. We just getting started.